At just 21 years old,
Thompson go behind the back, scoop and score.
Amen Thompson is already rewriting what we expect from a basketball star.
Here comes Thompson. Oh! To the rim.
Standing 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, he's not only a freak athlete with jaw-dropping speed and vertical explosiveness.
Net lead and a steal. Thompson a three, and it's a one-point game.
He's also a visionary playmaker and lockdown defender. Born into a basketball family and forged alongside his twin brother Asar, Amen developed a rare all-around game that scouts call positionless perfection.
With the fourth pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Amen Thompson from Oakland, California, an overtime elite.
He runs the floor like a point guard, finishes like a wing, and guards nearly every position. More than just highlights, it's his mental toughness and basketball IQ that separate him. Amen Thompson isn't just another prospect.
0.3 to go. Thompson on Brown into the lane. Got the shot. Oh!
He's a once-in-a-generation talent. And if you love stories like this, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next. A family legacy and a childhood in flight. All right, to really get Amen Thompson, you've got to start with where he comes from. Amen and his twin brother Asar didn't just accidentally become talented basketball players. They were born into it. Their entire childhood was wrapped up in basketball. But here's what's key. It wasn't just their parents pushing them. Their whole environment was set up for serious development. These guys weren't running around playing casual pickup games in the driveway. From an early age, they were training hard and smart. Their dad, who played ball in college and then became a coach, made sure they learned the fundamentals right. Not only that, he stressed versatility. So Amen and Asar weren't just practicing jump shots or dunks, they were learning how to do everything on the court. What really blows your mind is the chemistry between these two.
Time, ladies and gentlemen.
Alley-oop! Oh my goodness gracious!
Watching them is like seeing two players connected on some other level. They seem to anticipate each other's moves like they're reading off the same playbook in their heads. It's almost like a secret language only they understand. For Amen, that kind of awareness boosts how he plays on every single possession, not just scoring or passing, but defense and decision-making too. And it's super important to realize Amen's growth wasn't some random grab-what-you-can skill set. It was a full, balanced approach. He learned how to run the floor, shoot from deep, guard different positions, and distribute the ball efficiently. By the time he was a teenager, that promise you'd heard about, it became something you could feel when you watched him play. Amen was already this rare kind of basketball player who's just as comfortable attacking the rim as he is pulling up for a three. Defying the limits of position, the modern basketball chameleon. Now, here's where Amen Thompson really flips the script. You know how basketball always wants to slap you a label? You're a point guard, or you're a shooter, or you're a defender. Amen, he totally laughs at those boxes. His game doesn't fit in a neat little spot. It's just way too fluid for that. In today's NBA, a lot of teams chase what they call 3-and-D guys, players who can knock down threes and lock down on defense. Amen isn't just a 3-and-D player. He practically rewrites what that means. The dude is a hybrid in the truest sense. He can guard multiple positions, run the team's offense like a coach on the floor, and drop buckets when the moment calls for it. And let me tell you about his athleticism. It's not just the crazy vertical or speed, although both those things make you do a double take. Amen mixes raw athleticism with crazy creativity and control in midair. What could be a simple dunk in his hands becomes this almost artistic moment. You watch his highlights, and it's like street ball flair meets the kind of discipline every coach dreams of in a player. But Amen isn't just about flash. His basketball IQ? Off the charts. The way he reads defenses, notices shifts, predicts where players will go, it's like he has some kind of basketball radar. Most players have to spend years in the league to even start getting that. Amen seems to just have it, naturally. That's why coaches can't stop talking about how he makes everyone around him better. He's not just a player who does his thing. He's more like a conductor leading an orchestra, making every note hit perfectly.
The Thrive Factor. Mental game meets physical dominance.
Here's something you don't always see when you just watch highlights or check out stats: the mental toughness behind Thompson's game. His path hasn't been all smooth sailing. Like any young star hyped up early, the weight of expectations can crush a person. Being called a future star can sometimes make players fold under pressure. But nah, he actually thrives when the spotlight's on him. Instead of freezing or backing down, he turns the heat up. People who followed him through high school and prep school talk about how dedicated he is, grinding through brutal workouts, honestly breaking down where he's falling short, and pushing himself harder every day. He doesn't just lean on his natural talent. Amen's always pushing past his limits. That kind of battle-hardened mindset is what takes him from being just a promising player to feeling like a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. These days, with so many players physically gifted, it's the mental edge, that hunger, focus, and resilience that separates the good from the truly legendary. The Amen effect, changing how we project basketball's future. Here's a little insider secret. Thompson isn't just another player coming through. He's basically the blueprint for what basketball is moving toward. With the game shifting away from strict positions, Amen is the perfect example of what the future looks like. Think about the guys we all look up to today: Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Antetokounmpo. These players don't just fit into one category. Their games go way beyond traditional roles. Amen's skill set and how mature he is on the court has people talking like he's not just going to join that top tier, but maybe even change it. What really stands out is how smoothly Amen switches gears: offense to defense, passing to shooting, attacking to locking down, and he does it at an elite level every time. Because of that, teams have to rethink how they scout and build their game plans. And even younger players are starting to see Amen as the kind of all-around model they want to build their game around. For high schoolers dreaming of the NBA, Amen's story sends a fresh message. You don't have to be just one thing. You can be multidimensional. You can learn a little bit of everything and be great at all of it. Jack of all trades? More like master of all.
The twin factor, a synergy like no other. You can't talk about Thompson without bringing up his twin brother, Osar. These two are often called basketball's real-life dynamic duo, and it's easy to see why. Watching them play together feels like witnessing some kind of science experiment where everything just clicks perfectly and the results are straight-up explosive. This connection is a huge reason Amen keeps getting better.
Meanwhile, Asar said, look, during the game, it's going to be all business, but it is surreal and really special, guys.
And Asar is checked in, was initially checking his brother.
Their friendly rivalry, their shared hustle, and just how well they understand each other push them both beyond what most players ever reach. Sure, each of them can take over a game by themselves, but when they team up, it's something special, almost magical to watch. Amen's story shows us that talents like his don't grow in a bubble. They're shaped by relationships, the right environment, and the support that surrounds them. So while Amen's brilliance is real and impressive, it's also about connection, community, and chasing big dreams together. What's next? The sky's the limit. So now Amen is getting ready to take that next big step, moving into the pros, and honestly, the whole basketball world is watching closely. The questions are huge. Will he live up to the crazy high expectations? Can he become the kind of superstar that changes a franchise's whole direction? We don't have all the answers yet, but everything so far points to a big, bright future. Here's what's for sure. Players like Thompson don't come around every day. He's got this rare mix of skills, instincts, heart, and smarts that just make the game feel different when he's on the court. Whether it's his jaw-dropping dunks that make you jump out of your seat, his clutch moves when the pressure's on, or his tough, lockdown defense, Amen has a way of making basketball exciting again.